Hey y'all, it's your girl Brittany. I'm back. I'm better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, and click the bell to be notified of every time I post, because I do post frequently. Alright, y'all already know what we doing. Say it with me. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing a doggy bow, our doggy yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. Alright, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this video. So in today's video, y'all, we are going to be doing NttV's top 20 for 2024. Now, these are all my opinion of people I felt as though were valuable in 2024. It's not in no type of particular order. It's not no roles. It's not nothing. I'm just going over the list that I made of people who really came, did their stuff, became a star, and did what needed to be done on Nttv. Now, like I told y'all before, it's in no particular order, but the first person who popped up in my head when I started making my list was Maul. From her music to her coming back on our screens for season, to having to piss me and throwing on her, and her really getting like that and going crazy in the house was everything and more. I love to see Maul come on my screen. I love to see her in her element. Whether she's sober or whether she's under the influence, Maul is going to put on a show for you. And when I tell you, man, gonna get stepped on, she got me left long, it's always on repeat. And I told him how I'm used to this. I'm crawl, so stepping on it could walk. Because when I say used to this, it eats down. I love Maul and her element on a fast-paced beat. She really eats up, like eats it up. And I definitely feel as though this year has been successful for her. For her to be like a bonus girl on Baddies when she wasn't even trying to be. She just was on there trying to get her lick back. And the fact that they brought Nttv mess into the Zeus universe was everything. And you know, she got the opportunity to go over there. Not only that, we get to see her in another element with Deja Vu. She ends up getting there with Naj and was able to stand on her own and just really put belt to ass when it came to Nugs as well. You know, Nugs was talking all that. So look at my face. Yeah, no scratches though. Ate you down. Ate who down? Not a Melanie Fox. Not a Melanie Fox. You did not eat her down, babes. But I will say Maul definitely did her thing for 2024. Feel how you want to feel about Ferrari, but when it comes to Young and Reckless, Ferrari has absolutely been top tier. She brings the views in. Young and Reckless, the show overall in general, brings the views in. But I feel as though I have been able to see her grow within the 12 months from the beginning of the year of her doing Young and Reckless to the end of the year. You definitely got to see her growth as a host, handling situations, and she was able to stand up to Ivory. And I love that real bad. And she stood up for her cast members as well. She was really in there, and you know, she wasn't playing games season 2. And I know a lot of people don't care for Ferrari, but I'm going to always give Ferrari her flowers. When it comes to the biggest host, she absolutely gives host. She does her thing when it comes to hosting, very much so. So Ferrari did her thing for 2024. And when it comes to a back and forth, Ferrari gonna get in there. When it came to her and Big Lex getting into it, Ferrari got up in there. When it came to her and Kai getting up in there, Ferrari got up in there. Ferrari absolutely be opening doors for folks, and folks do not be being appreciative of the door that she has opened to help them get to where they are. So I'm going to give Ferrari her flowers. She's definitely on the top 20 list for 2024. Say what you want to say, feel how you want to feel, but when it comes to Landon, when he's on a camera, he's going to give you. He's going to gag you. He is coming, clocking in, ready to entertain you. And he's going to fall in with the best of them. And I do feel as though this year, I definitely was counting Landon out as far as fades go. I'm like, oh, Solo going to tear him. I really thought Solo was going to tear him, truly. When I tell you Landon rocked the boat, rock it on me. He rocked it on me. He ate Solo Pharaoh, let my people go. Pootie, hold the tank down. When he get in the field, he do get in the field. He gets in there real bad. Got a bottle knocked across his head and is in a relationship with Gigi Clocked It. What a year around the sun it has been for Mr. Secretary. Love to see him on the shows. I love to see him shine, and I definitely feel as though Landon, Mr. Bad to the Bone, definitely deserves to be on the top 20 list. Say what you want to say. Even though we got into a cute little back and forth on my channel, I will always give props where props is due. When I say the true dancer of Now That's TV when it comes to the men, Maul is always going to give you moves, and he's going to give you that one arm. That one arm is always going to get put to work to smack somebody. And when I say Mr. Keep a Receipt, he's Mr. Keep a Receipt. Some of the biggest scandals off the show were finished by Mr. King Maul himself. When I tell you, I was thoroughly entertained with him and Ant's back and forth, with him and D. Scott's back and forth, with him and Cashy's back and forth, and whoever else he decided to put in the mix. When I say, when it comes to Maul is going to give you a key, and he's going to put on a show, especially on them Instagram and TikTok lives. He going to put on a whole broadcast for you. He going to come with receipts. He going to be exposing everything. He keeps a receipt. He keeps a recording of something you and said. So definitely watch out for him. But I will say, as far as like behind the scenes, he definitely did his thing with making Now That's TV interesting and to stay on top 20. And even on the shows, he definitely did his thing. On Playboy's season 2, he was the host. And on Greek Life, he kept getting in there with Pootie. So I gotta give props where props is due. Oh no, my favorite Now That's TV boy is Cashy. I am always going to put Cashy on the list. When it comes to Cashy, he is tall, he is mighty, but he is sassy. And when I tell you my boy works out, he works these boys out. From taking Dooley all the way through there on Playboy season 2. Took Dooley up and down that wall like right on rice. Whooping Dooley like his mama do. Like, took that boy through there. From him doing that, to him getting with Clone on Greek Life, to him then getting that with Mac on Love and War, to him getting that again with Mac on Playboy's audition. Yeah, Cashy is a beast. He is definitely a beast. And one thing he's going to do is entertain us. I'm telling you, every time Cashy gets on my screen, I am entertained. And not only that, the background drama. This is somebody who spilled tea, like not piss, tea, bitch, tea in the background, who gonna always clock somebody and be telling everybody, hey, don't do this, I'm gonna hit your boyfriend. Let it be known, he is the one to snatch you up any and every time. And just, him showing his softer side with Jocelyn, I thought was pretty cool. But yes, Cashy absolutely, in my opinion, deserves to be on top 20 of 2024. He definitely had a lot going on. Mr. House Arrest. Now, of course, y'all know I had to put free bands on the list. It would be no list if free bands was not on it. When I tell you, every time Joyce is on a show, she's going to come in, clock in, and do her motherfucking job. Joyce comes in and delivers every time. I might not like the way she do it, but she gonna clock in and do her job. And she's gonna give us a hairstyle. One thing about Joyce, she gonna give us a wig. A wig is going to be done. A wig is going to be slayed. The makeup is always gonna have a wing, okay? I always got to give Joyce her flowers. When she come in, it's either going to be on good terms or it's going to be on bad. But either way, she in there ready to work. And she definitely does her thing and puts on for the T-girlies. And I love that for them. And she eats it up. Very much so. Now, let's be clear. When it comes to Diamond, the body, DTB, a.k.a. disturbing these engines, always clocked in and ready to work. When I say employee of the year, on God, I'm always going to give it to Diamond. Not only did Diamond do her thing over here on Now That's TV, she did her thing over there at Zeus and truly put herself on the map and was able to make 6 figures off of a tragic moment. She turned it in and spent it around, remixed that thing, and made it work in her favor. And very much so all year, Diamond has been hitting the ground running, to making sure she got seen at the audition, to getting on to the Baddies Caribbean season, for being the breakout star over there, for them to hate her, not necessarily want her back, to the fans demanding that she come back, end up being MVP for Baddies Caribbean, turning around, coming back to do Deja Vu season 3. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't care for you over there, but continue to go down your resume. Continue to go back and doing Deja Vu season 3, getting whooped over there, but very much giving us looks and luxury in them confessionals and storylines. Then turning around and being on Baddies Midwest. You definitely did your thing. You deserve nothing but blessings and everything good that's coming to you. You definitely ate up the year. Like I said, employee of the year. You was clocked in. You was ready to go. You stay professional. When the camera on, you know how to make the parasites come out. And I love that. You ate that down. Yes. Diamond, I'm wishing her nothing but the best. Seriously. Now, of course, y'all know Naj got to be on the list. Like, another heavy hitter, a staple of Now That's TV. Every time they call her, she's going to deliver. Naj, you know, y'all might not care for her, you might not like her, but you gonna be entertained when you watch her. She is Miss gonna give you them hands, gonna work you out, gonna take you up, down, round and round, and ready to go around after round after round after round again, and still do it all. And please don't mess with Dawn, because if you mess with Dawn, she's definitely gonna pack you out. Okay, so yes, of course Naj had to be on the list. She had been eating this year, coming with season 1 with the Popeyes thing, standing up for the group, being able to be a captain on Greek life. And you know, even though they lost, she still was able to do her thing as a captain and show leadership skills and kind of be the calm one and the person of reason in her group. She definitely ate that down on Greek life. She did her thing. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give her a 10s. Now, you might have been in jail most of the year, but your influence still flowed around the Now That's TV community with catchphrases saying, "Do you need that? A jump was had." And from there on, it took off all through the year. Still to this day, as I watch Now That's TV shows, I'm hearing, "Do you need that? Do you need that? Do you need that?" Because I asked her, like, "Do you need that?" And get the bumping. Do you need that as a new catchphrase of saying, "Squabble me down"? Do you want to fight? Instead of just saying, "Do you want to fight? Get up, stand up. Do you need a head up?" Do you need that? You want that? I can give you that. And also her other catchphrase of "a jump was had." Now, jumps really don't be had on Now That's TV a lot, but when they do, that catchphrase absolutely comes in handy. And as we have been saying all through the year, free pressure, free pressure, free pressure. You got free just in time to get your car, to stun on Ivory, and to become and, you know, have your rightful place as the host of Mean Girls Season 2. You and Barbie doing it big this season with both of y'all coming in strong from the top. So I do love that for you. And I'm happy to see Pressure win. And I heard she's in the booth too. Squabble. Oh, okay. Squabble up though. Now to the duo that we didn't know we needed. They absolutely deserve to be on top 2024 because they have absolutely been eating. When I say eating, I mean eating down. Mind you, even when it's quiet, even when they not on somebody's still asking where the twins at though. When the twins gonna be on a different show though. Now, mind you, they started off with a show that truly wasn't about nothing, but they woke shit up real quick. Basically asking all the men in there, "Do you need that?" And really somewhat fighting all of them. And the ones you would think they was taking through there, they didn't. But the ones that you would think that was gonna take them through there, they took. Like, oh, It was a blast in the glass at the Making the Cast house. Absolutely. And like I said, the breakout stars was these two, for real, for real. They really did their thing. Their goal was to be the breakout stars and get on another show, and they definitely succeeded with that and was on Playboys, and truly was a lot of the show was about them, because a lot of the Playboys felt as though they was too comfortable and they thought they was going to be doing all what they did on Making the Cast, and they weren't going for that. But they absolutely showed that we can stand together, but we can also stand apart and get that. And also, they got the squabbling not too long ago. A squabble that shook the nation, that we didn't know that we were going to see at Isaiah's big old birthday bash, which he's still not able to drink, but has done Julio at the event. How are y'all drinking with this underage teenager? I'm not understanding. But hey, do your thing, babes. Do your thing. Now, she's definitely a pretty girl, but she is not nothing to play with. Please do not let that big donka-donk fool you in the back, because her hands are a big donka-donk in the front. Squabbling down, beating girls left, right, center. Really calm, really chill, but be standing on business, gonna speak her mind every time, is Baby Tyson. Baby Tyson is another one when she broke out on the pick-a-side scene. I didn't watch it, but definitely she was the main topic. Was able to get on Young and Reckless and then take a girl wig right off her head. Clean sweep. Got mopped off and wore it in her confessionals. She too definitely deserves to be on top 20. She is definitely one of Nttv main heavy hitters. Even though we don't see her a lot on shows, when she comes, she's definitely an impact. Now, the queen of Clock That absolutely deserves to be on the list. To this day, Renee is still on the blogs heavy, whether it be for her music or controversial statements that she has made. Renee is consistently in the media, talked about in the Nttv universe. I promise y'all, I did not know Renee was going to be a big breakout star that she is, but her and her $1,500 wig absolutely did what needs to be done, and her catchphrase, "Clock That," with the little hands, definitely shook the nation, and we have a new catchphrase, "Clock That," but she hyped it up more with the little fingers as well. She definitely ate that up. This was definitely Billy Barbie's breakout year, to knocking Lori clean off her feet with one hit. She ate that down. To coming to South Central Baddies to help her cousin Wes after Wes was getting tossed left and right at Girls Trip, she definitely became the breakout star that we needed. Now, of course, she had already been on our screens, but us watching her tussle and take them girls through that left, right, and center definitely made us like her more, and we love the big gorilla that she is, and she ate it down. We love her. And one thing about it, regardless of her size, one thing she gonna do is dress. That 265 sits heavy like two bunk beds. She eats down. I love Billy Barbie, and I'm hoping that they continue to put her on shows. I hope people continue to fight her and, help build her up, and, she helped build them up. I would love to see some more squabble downs between her and other Nttv girls. Now, when it comes to a Nttv boy that be on it, it's Dooley. Dooley, if it was somebody who needed to be trained to go, it would be Dooley. Dooley could be eating and somebody say, "I want to fight." He gonna stop eating right then and there and go over there and fight. Dooley could be pumping gas and somebody say, "Hold the pump real quick. Let's get this squabble out of the way." He's going to stop pumping that gas real quick. No matter how cold, hot, he don't care. Dooley is down for anything. The fact of it is that he fought the CEO. One is back getting casted for season 3. I think it's crazy. He deserves to be on the list. Very much so. Kayla absolutely did her big one as far as coming in and pressing the issue and letting it be known that she got a good squabble on her. Not when she find Billy, but anybody else, Kayla's on that. From her giving us good old lines saying, "Smoke me, smoke me, smoke me," to, "I don't mind." She definitely eats. Her little trio eats too, but out of all of them, I have to put Kayla on the top 20. She definitely been running her ones when it comes to Girls Trip, South Central Baddies, and even the boxing match they had the other day, she won that. And I definitely believe that Kayla is one of the breakout stars of Nttv, hands down. Galore is absolutely on the list for 2024, and I'm gonna explain to y'all why, because I feel as though with her it's gonna be a lot of people like, she don't need to be on the list, she don't need to be on the list. She absolutely deserves to be on the list. Galore, every time she gets on my screen, she is clocked in, ready to work, whether that be spilling tea, whether that be telling one thing she gonna do is tell it all, and one thing she's gonna do is be honest, and she gonna run her ones. It's very much so lose, then win, then draw, but she's definitely gonna run her ones. To her running that and having her homegirl Rocky, did Ricky Bobby stop? I don't know her name. On Close Friends, and Galore having that big knock, that girl tore her down for her homegirl, and Galore face looked like a tore down, but she had her homegirl back and she was standing on business. To her telling us allegedly that Chinks sleeps on a mattress, Chinks stays in a roach infested house, behind the scenes, for her then to tell us on what the badass reunion, how she was in there, she got there, and she got tore most of the time, but she was out there, she was running her mouth, and she was putting on a show. To her coming on Deja Vu and kind of switching it up and shaking the table with the drama, and also letting it be known on the podcast that Becca had an issue with her behind swag, not because she said, oh, get Becca, like Becca trying to give us so hard. Now, if it comes to anybody that needs to be on this list and is number one in my book on the list, it'll be Litty. From becoming president to getting cool with Cash to not being cool with Cash no more, to standing on business when it came behind her baby chain. And I mean, standing on business. It was no money worth going in that reunion or nothing. She meant business when she said that she wanted her baby chain and was going to stand on that. And for also having her song go overly viral. It was no song on Nttv that went more viral than Litty. Big Litty, Big Litty. If you want this fade, come and get it. And they came and got it. To turning out South Central Baddies season 5, saying that she was done with that. And really like transitioning into her dream of being, as far as background of the camera on Nttv. Still having a high role on Nttv, aka being the president, but moving into something a little more slower pace, like really where the money at and where the money is on TV, which is behind the scenes. And her just transitioning over to that, I feel as though she ate that up. And it definitely was a good year for Litty. With her podcast, with her music, and her just becoming the president, she really ate down. With Litty, once again, I mean, with everybody, I want them to have success, but I'm just so honored that I'm able to speak on Litty, because, like I said, like a year ago, Litty was saying how she didn't necessarily want to keep doing fighting shows and everything, how she did want to transition over to producing and everything like that. And so the fact that, she's not necessarily producing, but she in the role of the president and being more in the background, she ate that up. And then just focusing on her music career, having her song go viral, having people book her, and getting her baby chain back was very successful. Definitely another one who is at least number one or number two on the list will be Ivory. Say what you want to say. When a bag is calling, Ivory picks it up. Rain, sleet, snow, Ivory gonna get out there. Usually win, but lose too. Ivory gonna keep squabbling down. Ivory has definitely came so far this year. I'm very proud to see the journey, and I'm honored to review the journey of Big Ivory and in her transitions, through this industry. She's really employee of the year. Her, Diamond, Litty, employees of the year, very much so. She has continuously grown, continuously put herself out there to get her money and do what she's good at, which is fighting and entertaining us, parking these girls, going to the extreme with most things, and maybe even if we don't agree, we still want to watch. And one thing about Ivory is great TV. Great TV. I don't care if you like her, if you don't. On God, you still gonna watch her, because she is great TV. She's another one that has just been doing her thing. 2024 was absolutely her year as well. Like, she definitely did her big one this year. Now, coming in last, but also coming in strong, is Isaiah. I clown Isaiah a lot, but on God, that nigga has absolutely made some stars. He has absolutely been doing his thing. For him to be so young, so talented, being able to see a star, make a star, that is true talent. It definitely has been a rocky year for him. And now that's TV and him and his shows and him just, wanting money and being vulnerable with his audience about, his finances and coming up and, being able to get back on a good note with Now That's TV and, being able to continue to produce his shows, to get his first apartment by himself. He really ate that up, and he continues to make bangers. These last two, haven't been so amazing. But he continues to make bangers with Mean Girls. He's going to give us another South Central Baddies, Girls Trip, being able to just get people that's really going to come in and do their job and not bail out or, not feel as though they not coming in and do their job. He's definitely getting better at that, and I definitely have to give Isaiah his props. He's been doing this for a while, and yes, he has definitely been bitten by a snake, and he absolutely has been a snake himself. But through it all, he has absolutely been big CEO. He has, truly making a way for a lot of these girls, putting these girls on. And like I said, he see a star, he gonna pick you out and he gonna put you on his platform. He absolutely gives a lot of these girls platforms, and he gives them room to grow, and through the network and through other networks if they want to travel out as well. But I respect Isaiah, and he's last for a reason because he truly deserves his flowers. As many people from Now That's TV, from boys and girls, that he has put on and gave them a camera and said, you better work out, they have definitely worked out and did their thing. So I'm proud of him. I'm honored to review him, and I'm absolutely excited for whatever else he has for us in 2024. So I'm going to see y'all in the next one. That's all I got for y'all. Your girl is tired. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. I love y'all. Y'all let me know who y'all thinks deserves to be on the top 20 2024 list. I'm going to see y'all once again in the next one. Bye.